Well, welcome back, friends and family, to His Blended Country. It's been a minute since I made a video, but life's been hectic around holiday seasons, getting into the new year, kids and sports and all that nature. So finally getting around to some chores around the house. I've been putting this one off for a while now. But with that being said, I'm trying out a new microphone system. It's real windy out here, and I'm hoping it's coming out clear on this new mic that I have to cancel out all that other noise and stuff, and I could be away from the camera and not actually have to speak out loud. But now you can hear in the background the girls are being a little vocal. But in this video, you see I brought my gator, got some T-post and some fencing, and my project is I'm sectioning off an area for the girls to be able to, the girls has chickens. I got to keep them off the rest of the yard. So having my whole backyard with chickens and dogs is creating a mud mess. And if you've been in North Carolina here recently, it's been nothing but rain and it's created nothing but mud. And when we let our dogs out and come back in, they have to go through different cycles of wiping their paws off before getting into the house. And it just gets, and it still doesn't get it all off and it gets in the house. Those that have pets understand. But with this video, this project, I got some fencing. I'm basically going to section off this side of the yard, fenced up, put a gate on it. I haven't got the gate yet, but Tyler Ricketts is going to hook me up with one. I just haven't been over there to pick one up. And then I bought some netting, and I want to put netting over the top of it to keep from the hawks, because we have several hawks out here. Fortunately, we've only had one accident with a hawk, and that was about a year ago. But I think the crows have been keeping them off pretty good for us. But keeping them sectioned off on that side, I want to put some netting on top of it, so then we'll be pretty much 100% from aerial predators. I have noticed we have some possums around here, and we lost 2 ducks the other day. But they don't go up into a coop. They just play around out in the yard, and I think a possum got them. So, yeah, let's get this done. I'll work a little bit this morning. Daughter has a basketball game today. We're going to go cheer her on. They've been undefeated so far, so way to go, Tabernacle. And I've never put up T-posts, so I had a YouTube last night. It's a simple concept, but everything that I've done as a simple concept still ends up being a struggle. And anytime you're messing with wire also, I've always wears gloves, because you'll end up cutting yourself. And I guarantee I'm gonna nick my finger even with gloves on for some reason. But that's it for me speaking. I want to get to work, and hopefully I'll get some headway on this. But y'all stay tuned. All right, guys, I got a line put out, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Take over here. So tell me I'm prior service out, tell me I'm prior service. To use my straight line, I use 550 cord. I got a bunch of that, spool of it. So got 550 cord, and I went off of a main post that I have here where my gate's at, and I marked off every 6 feet. I put a spray painted a black mark where I'm going to put my T-post all the way up to here. So like I said, I haven't figured out how I want to do the gate yet, because I haven't gotten the gate from Tyler. I just haven't been able to, work's been crazy, and I haven't been able to get over there. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably making it up to this post, going ahead and get the fence up to here, and then figuring out the gate situation, if I need to put an extra post in or whatnot. So I also did not buy a T-post, whatever those things are. I did not buy one of those because I'm only putting about 10 of these in. If I was doing a bunch, maybe. But I might change my mind. I'm going to use the old sledgehammer, try to put it in a little bit at a time. ground is soft, like I said, because it's been raining, so it shouldn't be too terribly hard. But I say that, and then I'll be out here struggling, and y'all get to laugh at me. So let me see what I can do with it. We need like a ladder or something. Something to step up on. My neighbor's going out for a ride. Tell you one thing, we got some cool neighbors around here. I really like our neighborhood. About a foot in the ground, right where that. This little thing right here, I get it just where that's under the ground. That should be good for what we need. I don't have cattle going through here. Well, Ziggy is kind of like a spaz, but he don't jump on fences. So, I'm gonna drive the gator down the line and just gonna get this line up. I just laid you an egg. Tell him. That's right. Tell him. What do you tell him? Let's go see what y'all done back there. See what you got back here. Anybody in here? Ooh. What we got, about 9 in there? 3. Huh? Got 10. Hold on a second. Come back and get those in a minute. And 1 in there. Got 11. I think Brittany got yesterday's, so it's pretty good. All right. Back to the project. All right, guys, so the netting finally arrived, and now I'm gonna try to tackle putting it up. So let's time lapse this. All right, guys, so there's what we got for today. I've got about 10 more feet left to go. I got a second one coming. I think it's already here. It's a 25 by 50. So I should be able to cover the rest of this plenty enough. I got it up over the coop. And I'll tell you one thing, if a friend ever tells you or asks you to help them put up some kind of bird netting, come up with a good excuse not to. Because this stuff gets tangled on everything. So I had to take my hat off because it's on my hat, my glasses. I don't know how many laps I had to make around here just untangling stuff. But I finally got it pretty tight. That was the whole reason why I had this in here, is to keep some elevation to push the net up, and also secondary, we can be able to hang our food off of it. And I put a mat on top of it so it'll keep it dry. So I know it don't look pretty. Might end up painting it some other time, but it's functional at this point. But this actually got tighter than I thought it would be, and now the chickens can roam still under it, and they can still jump off the back. But once I get that settled up, it's a wrap. So Hubud's got a basketball game tonight, so I need to go in, shower, and I'll have to get to this another day. So I'll show you all the finished product, so y'all stay tuned. Well guys, finally finished it up. I don't know, it's been 2 or 3 weeks now. Just piddling here and there when I've got time. But finally got it done. So to show y'all here, I ended up putting posts in the ground. I put some concrete at the bottom of it. I had to do that at dark time because, you know, sun sets about 5:30. And every afternoon right when I come in the house, the son wants to throw some ball. And I've told myself I'm never going to deny him his time, at least getting out there throwing ball, because I know one day I'll miss it. So I'll get out and I'll throw ball with them, and it's about dark time, and I really want to get these posts set in one of the nights. So went to Lowe's, had my headlamp on, and got these posts set, concreted in, let them dry. So 4x4 posts all the way around. I got these gates. Thank you, Tyler Ricketts, for the gates. I was able to put those on, bolt them onto the 4x4 post, and I ended up coming up with this kind of shenanigans because this was the only place that wasn't netted. So you'll see I have finally got the netting on the front as shown before, and finally got it finished up here on the back side of it. But this was an open area, and this netting was not the best of material. It would get snagged real quick. So I ended up getting I had some vinyl fencing that we had from some old stuff I kept around. Hung it up, stapled it all the way around, and what I did was I put a metal pole, scrap pole I found laying around, and also found these clips in my building. I have no rhyme or reason or remember why I bought these, but now I know why, because I need it for this project, so it fits just perfect. So all Brittany has to do is, or me, go home, grab the pipe, and it's harder to do with one hand, flip it over, sit it up on it, and then you're able to come in. I have to duck just a little bit to get in here. Now that's just to keep I tell you, these the speckle, I think Speckle Sussex, those are escape artists here. They'll find a way, and they found a small little spot in the bottom of my fence, down at the bottom, where they were able to crawl up under, so I put a piece of wood there. But this is gonna be the first night test that everything is completed, so nobody should be able to escape tomorrow, and I think it was a mission successful. So all that being said, if you made it this far, I appreciate you guys watching, and as always, y'all stay tuned.